Now I know why I'm referencing the movie Warlock. Richard's in the next episode. They played the witch hunter, right? Richard Grant, right? E. Grant. I don't know what these things are, but anyway. See, I'm guessing without trying to break your storyline, but still telling my own story too, Tom. I, he can do magic. Do, do, do. He can guess the right plot to your show. Magic. I know. But you know. See, the Spirit's telling me what to say, right? So that it don't bother you that you're going to go ahead with the plan anyway, right? But it's enough of a coincidence to refer to Warlock, right? And Richard and Julian, right? Now, what I did instead was focus on the Warlock character when I complimented Tom and said he could play the Warlock character from the Warlock. The Warlock. I think he would make a good Warlock himself, right? Like Julian. Now, it's not that they look alike, it's just when he was in that black suit, right? I saw him as possibly a Warlock, right? And that's been a while since that movie was put out, right? And you rehashing things anyway. Whatever. Whatever. But you don't have to do it. Just an idea. Just an idea. You would make a good Warlock. That's all I mean. I know. You ain't got to do it. It's just a suggestion. Now, not a Harry Potter Warlock either. I mean, don't you do it, Warlock. Get the black book of knowledge of Satan. Right. But there ain't one. There ain't one. Any more than there was a Bible before Moses wrote the Bible, right? There was no Bible until who wrote it, Moses? But he's writing it to tell you a secret too, right? He's one of them, the reference, right? They're the ones we keep the secretness. Everybody, even including in the porn world, denies them, right? Yet that's about the only real job they can get. And I feel pity for them, right? You don't even treat them like they're human beings, right? Well, that's why it's LGBTQ, right? But it should also be intersex too. That's what they're calling themselves now, right? Now, it's in their DNA, though, that they're hermaphrodite, right? Two. They're like double the X and double the Y. Though, again, if you make the body first as an adult, it's both, right? And then you become two to reproduce, right? And then you can bear children, right? After that. That's what happened with Jesus and Satan, to me, right? That's why Zeus, right, is the head god, right? But we don't know how he was made, right? But if he's made as both, and we can all become both at that point, right? The sin broke the loop, right? Where we can't become one anymore, right? See, Jesus desires heaven and earth to be one, right? Satan is dividing us, right? But see, I don't want to preach to you. You're right. They shouldn't feel like they were the wrong sex, or are they wrong? Right? How do you know, like I said, they're not right in that they should have been born the opposite sex, right? It's a feeling, right? Why is it true for them, and yet they know. Now, I know, and don't know too, right? But I admit I'm fine and comfortable being a male than normal heterosexual male, right? If you're not, all I can say is I'm sorry for how they're treating you. I know that's part of why you're acting out the way you are, but it's wrong too. It's wrong too. But I forgive you, whereas they don't, right? For even trying to force me down your path, right? Which the reason you're doing it is you feel forced down the path of your own too. Right. Now, I don't know the intricate details of your life any more than you know mine. We're on the same planet with the same information, right? So, yeah, I'm about to guess, right? Warlock, one of the principal characters. Now, I didn't mention Richard, but I know about him too. You know that, right? And Lori played in it too, right? So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was in what? Footloose with Pam Macon, right? Now, she had a weird acting career too, but I forgot the last thing, but damn. No, Patricia and Roxanne are sisters, yeah. Roxanne! And Teta. Rosanna, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused, right? I'm human too, right? But I'm a good guesser. I know you're a good guesser. And see, what they're doing here is they're playing different Lokis from different variants, right? One of them even killed Thor, right? But was when he was the snake, right? Because one of them is a child Loki, right? Well, maybe that Loki killed Thor in this variant version, right? And that's what they're doing, though. When you're doing an alternative timeline and there are variants in the timeline, that's all you can do, right? It's part of the plot, right? We've seen it all before, though. There we go. Sliders, hello. That's variant timelines. You're just doing the same thing in the movie, too, right? See, all we can do is rehash old ideas and put it in the new form, right? But you're loving fiction more than you're loving the truth. That's the problem, too. See, that's what it means when you keep telling stories over and over again, but they're the same stories but different, right? That's why I'm telling you a variant version of King David, right? As well, but it still fits the storyline, right? See, David knew if she's the only woman bathed naked, she's wanting sex with him, so he sends for her and they have sex, right? Right. He's not a dumb man. He's not a dumb man. The question is, are they trying to usurp his throne because he decided to stay behind, right? And he's just letting it play out, being the stud he is, right? But he has to make sure the child is his, right? So he aborts it. Christians, so holier than thou, using the dust and water gig, right? To test if it's his child or Uriah's. See, that's the reason why he had to bend to his truth. If Uriah wants his throne, fine. Fight for it, motherfucker. I did. You put yourself in the middle of the battle, you fight your way out of it. Then you can have it, motherfucker. Ain't that what David's saying? He's playing God. No, he thinks there's a plot against his throne, right? And all that's part of the plot too, right? Even Nathan telling Israel what he did, right? The way he did, right? That's ballsy of a prophet, but if the key's in on it, right? He's telling me to do it too. You're not thinking outside the line, though. No, you're not. You're just reading the story casually. I understand it all. No, you don't. No, you don't. And again, Solomon is his, right? Nathan is his, right? But he's not sure about the first child, right? They weren't trying to usurp his throne and put another child on the throne in place of. His own child. Now, all it has to do is he's off with the county, right? To or the child could come early, even, right? A week or two, right? That's what I mean about Maribel, too. I don't know how he got pregnant. We're both on the same page, right? But if you did, the child could be mine, right? It's all I can tell her there, too. I don't know what the hell you want me for. You're the one on the birth control pills, right? Or that's what she said, right? Well, I can't touch your birth control pills. We never lived together. I know that. And if it didn't work the last time we were together, or if it worked 2 weeks after, you tried to do something stupid, right? And got pregnant by someone else. I can admit that too, right? But then you're really not a virgin anymore, and that's what I meant, right? See, when we're arguing, you're saying one thing and I'm saying another back at you, but what's your point? You want to stay with Bart? What's my point? Well, stay with Bart. He took your virginity. You don't seem to want to marry me. Virgin or not. You just want to fuck me. Right? Excuse my use of the word fornication and lawful common knowledge, but that, in a way, is what it felt like. But see, I have to wait on you to get back to me, and I'm waiting on you to get back to me and figure out what you want, right? I'm giving you what's called space. You didn't give me shit, right? But sex once in a while. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it didn't work out. That's all I can tell you. If I'm the only one you're with, though, he's my son, right? You don't have a choice, right? It don't matter if you do any test or not. Plus, any child can walk in there and pretend to be Patrick. By now. By now. And it would not be mine for real. See, delaying the obvious means you didn't want to deal with it, right? That's why you waited 3 years before you even told me the story. And even then, you're pretending I'm the one with the problem, right? When I'm messing with you about it. You were always the one who didn't want me, right? Never me not wanting you. And if anyone made it sexual, it was you staying away from me and not becoming my girlfriend, right? And that's why I broke up with you, right? No commitment. Now, I think Michelle had a different problem. Her mother was viewing her as a child, right? Though I don't know if the stepdad became involved, but still. Like I said, you're hiding something, not me, right? You can't deny it, but so much if you're with Steve, Bart, or me, the only one you can have a child with is Miles, and we could know it was Miles, right? That's the only other way, too. That's what I mean by all that, right? What, were you with your stepdad or something? How do you know he couldn't be my son? I mean, another thing is you could have killed him, we don't know. I don't know. Whatever you're hiding, though, you're hiding something from me, not me, you, right? Like I said, right? Even the stepdads are going psycho and wanting sex with the daughters, too, right? You're still marrying the mom, asshole. And if she had a child before you, it's still wrong to sleep with her, right? If you knew her mother as well, right? You're not to have both, right? And that's what I mean about Amanda. I don't know I was with her. Still. And like I said about Scarlett, but just because they shot in Georgia don't mean Scarlett can't come down my house at night, but why would she? Why would she? Oh. And who would turn her down? Nobody. And you would know it was Scarlett Johansson if she shows up at your house. Come on. And you would know she's hearing your story, and that's what you're saying. If you did. But that's the point. You still can't say anything either, Colin, can you? No. But I won't either. It could be part of the deal, right? But it's still a fantasy, sweet, sweet fantasy baby. That's the point, right? But fantasy-wise, okay, you're still being judgmental, right? And don't lie and say I don't look about like Gerald either. He's Irish or Scottish or whatever it is. We're related to that. In the grand scheme, we all are. We all are. And we all seen the same things. But if I mentioned Richard at all, they could scrap him, right? That's why I didn't mention him at all. So you're being superstitious anyway. I don't know. And I'm trying to be cool with it, right? My powers of observation, which is what it is. I know. And I see where you're going with it. You see what I mean? It's like knowing Harrison Ford was going to come back in the Last Jedi movie and turn in, right? Who else could but his own father, right? Through the Force. And they done showed you that with Luke and what's his face, Ben Kenobi, right? Yoda, right? What else could they do, right? It's how the plot has to end, too, right? Father has to convert the son back to the light, right? Just as Luke did with his father, right? And let the father and son know, even though he murdered him in cold blood, he's still in a different plane now, right? That's the point, too. But you're still not the murderer because you can simply murder, right? Right. That's why it's good and evil, right? But what am I doing? Forgiving it, right? If Scarlett is with me, I'm fine with that. If she's not, I'm fine with that, right? She's Scarlett Johansson. She can have anything she wants, right? If you know that and you're cool with that, she can even be with Colin right now, and I can't do nothing about it. It's cool. It's cool. But I have what? Amnesia. Amnesia. Now, I can assert more if I have memory of it. Wouldn't we all? You know what I mean there too, right? But the thing is, okay, the dream is more of an Asian woman looking, right? Did it have to do with an American Indian looking woman, right? Who I was supposed to meet, but had the dream before I met her, but she looked different than the dream. She was a little bit more Caucasian looking than Indian looking because of her mixture, right? And that's the bit she was a little bit bigger, right? I know. But again, right, I don't know what was really going on with Lisa either. I have amnesia there too, right? I know I'm trying to plow at the damn river and try to put it in. And she was at least a virgin then, right? But her dad's after his own daughter's virginity, right? And in denial, that's what he did. He's trying to trade his wife's virginity for his daughter's, right? Because she was a virgin, he figures, right? On their wedding night. And he's wanting revenge. She's wanting revenge, right? To have sex with his own daughter just because her hair is red, right? Which means a recessive gene is involved involving red hair, right? Well, there's one type of hair, if it's said to be blonde, right, that red is dominant over, right? But I'm telling Scarlett, I don't know, I was with you and why. Mm-hmm. And if I see her, I have to tell her that every time, right? If I don't know I'm with you, they're causing me amnesia after you leave, right? If I have amnesia of it, right? If I don't know I'm with her, though, I can't say either way, right? See, that's the problem, too. I gotta behave because I could be interested in her, right? Totally. But like I said, I don't know her as a person, and even in my life. I guess I would freak out if I saw her in the local Publix because they don't even shoot around here. I know they don't. But if they do, it's going to be downtown Savannah, though. It's the point, too. Mm-hmm. Like I said, even she can ride the Shane train. Choo train. Come on, ride it. It's a choo train. All right. But right. I just been watching Loki this morning. It's like I said, it's predictable, right? But the reason it's predictable is what? We've seen it all before. Parts of it, yeah. But it don't mean it's not a good showing of it, right? It's not makes sense to me what you're saying, right? If you even know the Marvel Universe, you know what's going on, right? It's like Infinity Wars, right? Either with Iron Man dying. He did die in the comics, right? Wasn't necessarily overall that, but come on, right? Yeah, I know. It's kind of sucky, I think, if I remember correctly, but whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they get into the argument about revealing whether you're a hero or not, or a vigilante or not, right? Now, some of it, if you know someone's really committing a crime, right, you're then a whistleblower, huh? But I'm really trying to start a church too, right? Like I said, I got my little above ground pool. What do you think that's for, baptism? There. Now I can baptize you in water. But that's why I'm getting two. One's circular, one's square. Or rectangle, right? There's a reason for that. Now I can put chlorine in it and buy one of those little pump things, right? But that requires a lot of extra stuff, right? Dude, it's got plugs, it's got the capacity to become a chlorine pool, but I can also put water from the city in it, right? And why do you think you're making your house a church? Yeah. I can do that too, right? And like I told you, my house gets a little strode now and then. But why does this happen? No one's checking up on me, right? No one's caring, right? I don't have a girlfriend in my life who I can call on, right? Not to make her feel sorry for being with Colin while I'm alone, right? I don't even know I'm with her, right? Not once. I know she was with Ryan, but like I said, don't mean I think Blake was with me instead of Ryan, right? Why would she have to be there, Ryan? Same with Jonas and Now, why do you announce you and your wife ain't had a baby yet, right? And yet, someone's having infertility problems yet, yeah. What's the real problem? Has something to do with sex, right? So I'm trying to help him and Priyanka not take over their relationship, right? Because, say, it is him and not her, right? She's what's called barren to him, right? Now, again, do I have the right, though, to raise up seed to a couple I don't even know, right? That depends on it, right? That's what I mean about my sister, right? The only way I can be with them like the cousins is if I'm raising up seed like in the Bible, right? But I'm not trying to do that, right? You're taught not to do that unless it's really necessary, right? To. And definitely not while the brother's alive, right? That's what Herod was dealing with, right? But there again, John was judging, right? And off with his head. So what is Jesus' real message then? Some people will kill you whether you judge them or not, right? Too. Now, if Colin really wants Scarlett, right? I don't know they're not together either, right? I don't say that, right? I appreciate that they're together, right? I don't deny it, right? But when they're at home alone, like I'm at home alone, they're together and I'm at home alone. Right? And Colin's doing what he's doing for, you know, SNL, and I'm sitting here in Georgia, and I assume Scarlett's in New York with him, right? Right. I don't even worry about it. I don't even worry about it. But then she's cheating on him when she comes to be with me, but then I don't know. Then someone's blocking me out, and all right, you see what I mean? That gets complicated. And I let that go. I forgive it, right? See what I mean? I don't focus on someone I don't even know, right? Either. But I have to explain how I'm working through the schizophrenia because part of it does sometimes involve the schizophrenic becoming obsessed with an actress or someone they can't reach, right? I know that though. Like I told you, all you gotta do is tell me the rules and I can play by the rules, right? Now, I don't mean if me and Scarlett were ever in a sex scene, I wouldn't get him on her either, but come on. Right. But I don't know her that way, right? I don't know her outside of the reality of she's a star on TV, right? Or movies, right? I don't know. And the first movie I saw her in was Eight Legged Freaks with David Arquette, right? And that's all I know about her, right? And I've never messed with her, just like Whitney Houston. Though I can impersonate Whitney, right? Saving all I love for you. I didn't say I did it then. I did it before, right? But it freaks you out. But like I said, if you're fake and I'm not, that's between you and your managers, right? See, who promotes you? Your manager, right? I don't have a manager, right? I don't have none of that, right? You're also basically be a non-profit, right? Type businessman type, right? But, right. Because I need two people to be a non-profit, right? If I'm a sole proprietor of a church, right? You're putting me in a different bracket, but it's still like a business, right? But it's still non-profit, right? Because it's still the church, right? And like I told you, those churches have baptismals. Another way to look at the pools is their baptismals, right? I was raised Southern Baptist anyway, right? I even know primitive Southern Baptist, right? But you're just going through the motions. You think Jesus don't know you don't want to know the whole truth about him? Yeah, he knows. He knows. You think that's enough. You think being 30% for Christ while you're thinking you're 100% Christ really means you're 100% for Christ when you're 30%? No. Now, if you're really closer to 90 or 100, right, you're not going to even be like that, right? In reality. You're not the judge, right? But who's talking to Scarlett about me? I'm not. Who's making her paranoid? When I've never wrote the woman, I know. Someone who also wants that pussy. Someone who also wants the pussy. Could be calling himself, right? Trying to manipulate it, right? Like I'm her stalker when I'm not. See, I can't stalk you, right? But the one who knows you fear that too, right? And I don't have no material around me to do all that. Mm-hmm. Right. Nor does the stalker use his real name, right? Only someone who wants to legitimately work in the business would do that if they know their name is would go along with the business, right? I know what the acronym for Shane Edward Lee would be, right? Mm-hmm. It has to do with the soundboard, right? And you can lie all you want. I know you lie. I know you lie. But I know why it's freaking you out, right? You have to use it. I can match it, right? So I'm teaching you how to match it, right? And you can't prove I'm not because that would I do everything, right? You're doing. Now, you know I know that little girl can't think that good at 9 years old, right? You can say what you want. No one can. No one can. And when you're faking it to make it, you're hurting her more than anyone else. So now you are. You don't want to see it that way. Right. You don't want to see it that way. You want to see it as you're helping the girl achieve her dreams of stardom, but you're not. But you're not. You're hurting her. But she does hear it sounds good, but it's not her. Somehow you're mixing her voice into something good, right? I don't know how you're doing it, but I know it has to do with sound, right? And the big board, not my little boards here, they can't do crap. Unless I can really do the impersonation, right? But we don't care. But you're not really caring then, right? See, if I can do whistle or not, right? That's just weird for you coming from me, huh? Right. So let's just shoot down change streams right away, right? Because I don't have one. I don't even have an app on my phone to change my voice. I have one that will tell you how I'm singing. That's different too. Okay. But it makes you mad, don't it? But you're right and you know everything. I know. But why do I? I don't know. You're not doing something no one else can do. You're not. You just told Jar. You just told Jar. That's something different too, right? See, I see all the plots you're bringing out in Loki because we done seen it before. Now you're dealing with time travel in the Marvel Universe, right? And who's controlling time? Right? Ooh, in time. Then I think of Culture Club and Boy George. No. Time makes the lovers feel like they got something real. But when your girlfriend's staying with her boyfriend or new fiance more than you, what you gonna say? She's just fucking you on the side. Yeah. For 18 months. You're not sure she's not fucking him either. And all she means is it's a clusterfuck and I don't know if you got me pregnant, Jane. I understand. Well,